Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Nanja Go FPL podcast. And I'm your host for today, Osage, aka Kilaka Messi. And you're here with my co-host.
Welcome, everyone. The name is Jadani, the manager of Lazim FC. We have another host with us today.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm Emmanuel, and my team name is HIM. So you're all welcome to this episode of the podcast.
Okay, so it feels like it's been like a year since we played FPL because of the international break. I know that some managers will be happy about that, and some managers, well, will be sad. I know I'm one of the managers that will be happy about that because my FPL so far has been horrible. So many red arrows. But before we dive into the new episodes, let's take a look at Game Week 3. So Danny, how was your Game Week 3?
Um, Game week three, I don't think it was just few managers that had highs during the game week three. Game week three was filled with all sorts of lows for me and other managers. People's captain, plenty people went for Wood as the captain choice, Chris Wood of Nottingham Forest. And we are all surprised by how West Ham dismantled Nottingham Forest. Nobody saw that coming. Nobody expected that. So it really hampered people's chances of amassing plenty points last game. Last game week was everything to forget for most managers. I don't know. On one hand, I was above average. My team happened to find ways to pick up points with the players I had. It wasn't really bad. It wasn't what I expected, but then it wasn't really bad. At least I was a few points above the average. The average last game week was 48, and I was kind of above that. But in general, overall, the game week was really bad. Like I said, my captain choice, which was Chris Wood, did not perform in any way whatsoever. Everybody was expecting Wood to drop this kind of um, monster class performance against out of sorts West Ham. But it did not happen. Chris Wood gave us nothing, like absolutely nothing. We got nothing from him. People who captained Salah, I think they faced the same outcome. It was just people who captained João Pedro and Erling Haaland. It was them who got something out of last game week. Aside that, I don't think anybody else captain choice gave him anything. If you captain Salah, you are in the mud. If you captain Odegaard, you are in a much more serious mode. So that is just all for my team last week. I had red arrows in every league that I was in. I don't think I had a single green arrow last week. And I am in my team was it wasn't a disaster though, but they didn't give me what I thought they would give me last game week. So what about you, Mr. Mr. Emmanuel? How was last game week for you?
Well, I mean, you probably said it all, but one thing about my team was that okay, yes, it was a bad week around this side also. So I was even way below average. I think I had 39 points last week. Uh yeah, I did. So I think my first problem started with the two Tottenham assets I had that didn't pop. And I mean, obviously, I had Van de Ven and Kudus. So I was thinking, following their two clean sheet and W's in the last two games, I thought they were going to do something. So that was where my problem actually started. So I had Van de Ven. He actually collected the yellow card. So I think he returned 1 point. I had Anderson from Fulham. They also conceded. I had Kudus also, nothing to write home about. Then I had two Liverpool assets. I had two Liverpool assets. That was Salah and Gakpo. So Salah, I actually captained Salah because I just wanted to, go ahead and just go against what many people would do. So I thought everyone would. Well, personally, for me, last week I thought most people would captain Aland, and just for me to get an edge, I wanted to like play fast on maybe most people. I didn't even know that Salah would actually turn out to be the most captained player last week. So I was like, okay, I was not going to captain Aland because I had Aland in my team. So I was like, let me go for Salah, and Salah does well in big games, except finals. So let me captain him. Although when I was doing that, I knew I was taking a big risk because captaining Salah against the best defense in the league was, and with the way he has been playing this season, so it was a concern. But I still went to my gut. So
Yeah, it is
at the
Salah.
end,
So
it turned out to be bad because I also had most of my player didn't pop. In fact, one thing that actually also affected me was that I took a hit last week to bring in both Gakpo and Watkins because I was like, okay, Watkins is on a gold route, so probably maybe last week was his week to redeem. So he also sleep
how many,
blanked.
how
So I brought
many
him back. I had 39 points.
no, I said like how many hits, like minus what did you collect?
Oh, just -4, just -4. Cause I
Okay.
don't fancy using my chips early. So basically, all in all, my team was just really bad last week. So, and I feel like it was that way for most managers, except for people that actually maybe played white card or had a team that maybe from the start of the week everybody thought now this team was is not going to do well, and then those are the guys that eventually popped last week. So basically, that was how my team was. So, Osage, what about you? Let's hear from you. How was your team from last week?
Uh, I think for game week 3, I'm going to leave the past in the past, please. I'm not interested in thinking about my failures right now. So I hope that's okay with everybody. Hmm?
For me, it doesn't sit well with me. We've all said how terrible our game weeks have been. So, I mean, just okay. If you're not going to tell us everything, maybe perhaps just tell us who your captained and maybe some
It
players that you expected to do well and yeah.
Okay, I haven't checked that team in a while, but like mostly was Alan. Yeah, and I think I had some defenders that didn't play. James is just I beg. Like I said, let's leave the past in the past, I beg. You know what?
Okay, no
Um,
problem.
yeah. So game week 4 is finally here. I mean, we don't finally enter game week 4. And no more. I'm not going to lie, don't read. Managers just they cry up and down. Points no they show. I mean, game week 3 and there's nothing to show for it. Wild cards don't finish. People captain self don't waste. People don't use people captain and nothing to show for it too. And as they be now, my rank self, in fact, almost everybody rank don't drop, except for people that are special because I'm still seeing some people in that FPL, Nigeria God FPL that are doing really well. But as for me, and I'm pretty sure my co-host Emmanuel will drop rank just like Manchester United.
God,
But no
I
wahala.
beg.
But no wahala, because we're about to enter a new chapter and a new game week, which is game week 4. So I'm going to pass it on to my co-host Jadani. Just tell me transfers you've done, who you intend to captain this game week, and what your team is looking like.
um I feel like I'm giving you people a master plan because once I share my team right now, you people will just copy and paste it and then green arrows for everybody this thing before. So nevertheless,
Barbares, who is Barbares? Who is going to do copy and paste of your team?
but
Am I
nevertheless,
going? Am I going to? Am I going to take minus 60 to bring in 15 different players or what? I beg you, tell us, Joe.
kind of. See, but for my team, I have not really done much from the players I had last game week. I didn't really do much. The only transfer I made out from my team was a Nottingham Forest defender. I know. I transferred Aino out of my team because we all know he got injured. He got a hamstring injury during the FIFA week. So I thought about leaving him on my bench, but then the injury time is long, well. So I don't think I can, allow him my bench boost. I'm thinking about playing a bench boost soon. So for the kind of period he is sidelined, I don't think he's good to be left on the bench. So it was just him I transferred out. And then I have just like what I said earlier, just one transfer, and in place of him is Bournemouth Senesi. I brought Senesi in. So in my goal, I have Henderson against Sunderland. I have Kukureya, the forever trustworthy Kukurela. You can always rely on Kukurela. I have him with Senesi, and then Spence. West Ham plays. Sorry, Tottenham plays West Ham this weekend, so it's really okay if you want to double up or triple up on Tottenham players. What West Ham did against Nottingham Forest last weekend was sort of a fluke for me because it shouldn't have happened. It was against the order of things. Nottingham Forest should have won that game. So against these Tottenham side, I am serious, really serious. I'm really backing Tottenham to win um against West Ham. They are going to beat West Ham, although it is a game away, but it's West Ham. So I have Spence. Then in midfield, I have Kudus and Sa. Then I have Grealish. I had him last game week. He was among the players I brought in last game week. So I have him. And then I have Mo Salah. And then for my attack, there is Wood, there is João Pedro, and then there is Haaland. I don't know how most people go about their FPL teams without having Haaland in them. Haaland is a necessity. Like he's a basic amenity. He should be in your team. If he's not in your team, and this season, looking at the season, although I have Salah though, I don't think Salah is really a must-have. The Liverpool's dynamics is changing. Their attacking dynamics is kind of changing. We've seen it in the past 3 games. Heavily, it's not heavily Salah-minded in the 3 game weeks we watched. We used to know that almost all Liverpool's attack used to come from him, the counter attacks, everything. But this season, it has shifted with the inclusion of Hugo, and then Gabo has stepped up his game right from last season and then this season now. So even if you don't have Salah, Haaland is a must-have, and it's the Manchester derby this weekend. Who best to captain if it's not Erling Haaland? He loves this. He thrives in these kind of games. And coming off of a 5-goal thriller, him alone against Moldova, although a team as little as Moldova, a country as not very very good as Moldova, but the attacking returns he got with him is really something to look at. And then you should be backing him this weekend for your captain armband. Another option is Salah. Definitely, they are playing against Burnley. They've not really found their feet in the Premier League this season. And then you have João Pedro against a Brentford side that they're no longer with their coach. He left them for Tottenham Hotspur, and the team hasn't really been what we saw last season. So João Pedro, you can fancy your chances with him against Brentford. Another option there is Aston Villa, but people are not seeing it. I don't understand what Aston Villa is doing this season. So you could pick Jack Grealish. If he gives you the double digits like 10 or 11, and then you captain it, that's 20 or 21 points or 22 points for you this game week. So I really don't know. Right now, I haven't made a captain choice. I have not. I don't want to dwell on it. I just want to leave it till tomorrow, like around 30 minutes or so before the game week starts. I'll just close my eye and pick a captain. But for now, I'm still sitting on the fence via captain choice. So what about you, Mr. Emmanuel? Have you made any changes to your team? Have you overhauled your team because of last
Okay, so
failures?
No, no, no. It was not only last week failures. I think for the past 3 game weeks now, I've been digging oil and I found the good. So it's time to start reaping the fruit of my labor. So basically, I'm not making any changes to my team. Like I have a pretty decent squad. At least looking at this game week and maybe 2 game weeks from now, I'll be definitely forced to make some changes
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.
from next week because I have Maggie on my bench and I know that is now injured. So I probably want to reshuffle my team a little bit because I'm not yet. I don't think I want to use my wild card or any of my chips yet. I don't think I want to do that. So into this game week, I don't think I'm making any transfers. In fact, no, it's decided I'm not making any transfers because the Inos injury was just terrible. Because next week, the way I do my changes is that I tend to look at maybe what is their next 2 games, 3 games, and if you look after Arsenal, Nottingham Forest are playing Crystal Palace and I think Sunderland. So they are playing how will I say, on FDR rating, they are playing a 2 and a 3 fixture difficulty rating side. So I intended to keep him. So but he's on the bench nonetheless this week. So it would have been the
Okay.
only change I would have loved to make this week, but I would not be doing that because he's on bench because taking my chance against I'm not taking my chance against the best defense in the league. So uh but aside from that, I don't think I'm making any change because my at goal I have Sanchez. He has given me 2 clean sheets out of 3 games this week. My defense I have Van de Ven playing a West Ham side. I feel they should keep a clean sheet this week. I have Anderson playing Leeds and they're at home. I in my midfield I have Reinders, I have Kudus, I have Salah, I have Gakpo, and India. Although he is now a doubt for tomorrow's fixture, but I think from Moise this thing press conference, he said it will be a late decision. So I still believe he's going to play because definitely I just felt like it was just a little knock or something. So I'm not taking him out of my team. So and up front I have Aland and Watkins. Obviously, Watkins is playing Everton tomorrow.
How
So
your faith in Watkins?
he said.
So how come you're still keeping your faith in Watkins?
No, no, no. The thing is, I only brought him in last week. I just brought him in last week because I had to ship off Palmer. So I had some money, so I had some wiggle room. So that was why I had to bring him in. So and obviously it's
Okay.
Everton they are playing, and he has been on a 3 goal game drought now. So tomorrow might just be the day for him to reward me. Like I said, I've I've been digging for oil for the past 3 game weeks. I feel like this game week and beyond is the game weeks for me to now reap the fruit of my labor. I found the good. I mean, I've done my due diligence.
You've
It's
done
time
well
to
enough.
start. Yes, I've done well enough. So I think it's time to now reward me. And on my captain choice, I mean, you know the drill. One of the reasons I brought in two Liverpool's assets is because I mean they are playing Burnley this week. Next week they are playing Everton. Then the upper one, I think they are also playing the Leicester side. So I mean it's a West choice. But my captain man still goes to Salah anyways. I mean tomorrow might just be the 2 penalties and I'm up there. I mean yeah. So my captain choice is still Salah nonetheless. So basically that I did not make any changes to my team and yeah I'm keeping my transfers for next week. So, Osage, over to you, sir. What are the changes you are making? Who is your captain for this week?
Okay, yeah. So today, this game week, I'm going to do something very special for you guys. This game week, I'm not really revealing anything for my team. I'm not saying anything about my team because I think you guys are jinxing my team. This is the first time in a while I've played FPL and I've seen red arrows. So this game week, I'm not saying anything about my team. And if it happens that by the end of this game week, all I see are green arrows, and I know that you guys are the weapon fashion against me. And I know that it's time to stop doing this. Yes, it's time to stop doing this podcast and focus on my FPL career. So this game week, I'm not revealing anything. Please, thank
You
you
can
very
you don't
much.
tell us your potential captain pick.
Oh, my captain remains the same, Captain Aland. It never changes.
Captain Haaland, it doesn't change.
It doesn't change.
The
No.
the,
It's a good
the
thing.
Manchester City does not scare you.
No, no. Man UK. Man U, I beg. Man U not team. Please. I expect if everything goes well, I expect two early goals from Alan first in that game. But then again, FPL doesn't has not been going well for me this season. So I mean,
That's all right. That's all right. That's all. That's all. That's all good.
yes. So let's talk about
Uh,
Niger God challenges for this game for Game Week 4. It's also called the Fantastic Four take the floor for a reason. Are you there?
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
yes,
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, so I was saying that the challenge for this game week is easy. It's called Fantastic Four Take the Floor, meaning that this game week we're going to have top four managers will go chop our prize if they make the best selections for their team. Because if you don't make the best selections, I mean, even though you make the best selections, FPF is treat your fuck up. But just know that we have four managers that will win our prizes this game week. So if you're a Chelsea fan, you rely on 5 point lineups. If you're an Arsenal fan that always bottles the league, if you're a United fan, when I don't talk comedy skits, your game week no good for you. But just in case, shine your eyes. Hmm? No fall for injury trap. And I beg, pick players. We go shine everybody. Okay? Remember, top four managers for this game week. So I'm going to pass it on to my co-host Emmanuel to talk about the UCL Fantasy League.
Before we do that, I think we have someone who'd want to talk about their team, how they performed last week, and how they have fixed their team for this coming game week, this
Okay,
game
yes,
week
yes,
4.
that's true.
So you can, hot boy,
yes,
can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. So how did your team go? How did it go for you last weekend? How was it for you last weekend? I know that plenty managers have a lot to say because last week was not really what we expected. So how was your team last week?
Well,
Did you among the managers who got green arrows, or were you like one of us?
I got green arrows last week actually, because I used
Oh,
my white card. It was too early though, because now this week now we
mhm.
have so many injuries after the international break. But it was okay for me because I scored above average. I think I scored 53 points. The game against Burnley, United against Burnley, I thought United were going to do well. Most people brought in United asset. So I had Kuna, Luke Shaw in my team. Luke Shaw gave me
Okay.
1 point return. It was so bad for me. The only luck I had was I didn't play Van der Ven. I had in mind that Tottenham were going to concede against Bournemouth. So Van der Ven was on my bench. Then I had two defenders that gave me 6 points each, which was actually good for me, getting 6 points from defense. So I've used my white card and I have injury in my team, which is Kuna. I just had to take him out today after the press conference. The coach said he's not available. So I took out Kuna and I brought in Semenyo, which is a better choice and a good differential because I'm looking to go ahead, not to use similar players with almost everybody in FPL. So in goal this week, because to start first, I like to have Haaland and Salah in my team. It's a must-have. I don't know why most people don't like having them in their team. I have Salah and Haaland. It's always for me to rotate the captaincy choice between the two of them. So this week in goal, I have what they call this goalkeeper right now. I have Dubravka, which play for Liverpool, but I'm not going to start him in goalkeeping position because I think Liverpool are going to score a lot of goals, even though they are away. Salah have not scored much goals against Burnley at Tough Moor, which is a hard decision for me to captain Salah this week. So I need to captain Salah this week ahead of Haaland. Why I'm not captaining Haaland is because there are so many injuries in the Man City team. We have Mamouche, Czech, most of them that are injured. So who creates the chances for Haaland to score goal? Haaland doesn't do the hard work. He just finishes off chances. So I'm captaining Salah for this week. I have
Okay.
Wood and Joao Pedro. Three of them are made up my attack this week. There's a little doubt concerning Joao Pedro because people say that he hasn't trained. The Brazilians haven't trained. So finger crossed he's going to be available tomorrow. Then I have Salah, Semenyo. I brought in Sente this week to replace Luke Shaw because I'm not planning on keeping Manchester United defense. So this week, I think I'll be able to go like, let me say, 80 plus points with these players. If Salah delivers, it all depends on Captain Salah. So I think this should be a very good game week. I've played my white card. Most managers are still hesitating to play their white card. I don't know why. The international break is over. I have two white cards this season. After match week 19, then from match week 20, another white card. So by keeping your white card if you don't use it now, extra like fast transfer during half. I don't get why you're keeping your white card. There's no reason. You can bring everything your transfers without taking it going with your white card. So I've used my white card, although it was too early. At least this is the perfect game to use white card. But I think I'm still in the right track. So yeah.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. So for your captain choice, you are going with Holland against United. You don't really trust Salah, right?
Yeah, I don't Salah, but let me go with Haaland for now. It might change tomorrow. It
Oh,
might change. I'm not sure
okay,
on
it
that.
might still change.
Yeah,
Okay, you are just like me, not you've not decided yet.
yeah.
Okay, okay, that is okay. That is all right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We really, really appreciate your input. Mr. Emmanuel, are you still with me? Mr. Osagi, are you guys still with me?
Yes, I'm here.
So I do not think the other guy that was supposed to say something concerning his team. I have not seen him on the podcast yet, even till now. So I don't know if we should move ahead or if we can allow one more person, you know, the platform to say something. What do you think?
Yes, so if anybody has anything to say regarding their team, they should just signify.
Yeah, because somebody is requesting to say something, so I should bring them up.
Yes.
Sorry, Jadani, I think he's coming on now.
Okay,
He just told me where he is. He's coming on. Let me try and add him.
okay, all right. Just try to add him.
Okay, all right. Just try to add him.
So as we are waiting for the speaker who should come on to tell us about his team and everything, I'd like to remind all of us that we would be starting a UCL, something like this FPL, but the one for UCL fantasy team. I'm sure you must have heard about it on our socials, on Twitter, even on the WhatsApp, the group. So just do well to, register for it. And there are, on a normal, you see on a big man competition, it's the competition for the big boys. So even if you're not playing the FPL, even if your friends they're not playing the FPL, they should play the UCL fantasy game. That is the competition for the big boys, and the prizes to be won this time around are much more bigger. The prizes now, imagine you taking first position in that competition. What it would mean for you, coming next year in June. So is our speaker on now, please? Can we get to him now?
The invite has been sent. Please accept.
We are still waiting for him to accept. I think
Let's take someone from the floor if he can't accept, because I don't know, maybe network or something. But the invite has been sent to him. And Hot Boy has been
yes.
waiting to
Let
speak.
me.
Let Hot Boy say something.
No,
Or
hot boy just spoke.
okay, there's another request. The Lakes. Let the Lakes say something.
Yeah. Hello, Delex, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
The name is Delex, right?
Yeah, that's a nickname, Sha. But can call me that
All
too.
right. Welcome to our FPO podcast today.
Thanks for hosting me.
All right. A quick question. How was your game week 3?
It was bad actually, Sha. Like really bad.
Yes. Really,
All
really
three
bad. Were
first
you below the
started.
average?
Yeah, let me check. I think I was below the average by 1 or 2 points because I didn't want to take the
The average
-.
was 48.
Yeah, that means I was below it. But I want to confirm first, Sha, but I think I was below it to be honest.
So what were the things you think you did wrong last week, or the things you did right, but then they didn't turn out good?
I think I was started the bad first, Sha.
Okay, you have the floor.
I think my bad was that like I focused too much on precision for Villa. So I assumed that they have a good start. So like I just packed like double Villa attackers, which turned out bad in the long run, Sha, or in hindsight. So like that was like my weak point or like a bad decision for me, Sha. They had good features, but the post start didn't help me at all, like in the long run, or like for the first 3 game week. And I also trusted this thing too, Forest defenders too, which turned out bad in the long run too, though. So like I just had like a really poor trust of Forest and Villa for preseason. Too much and on preseason really changed my decision though.
Right, all right.
But the
That's
good will
you are
be
just like
what do you say?
okay.
I
Continue, I
feel
can
like
hear you.
I feel like the good will be the part that I still feel like since like their features are still good, I can still like hope or bank on them for like small game weeks because like I don't feel like I need to work out yet based on the feature like they have because that would like be too drastic or too impatient of me to just boom. So I feel like I can wait for them, but for Forest to have like switched up on them really fast because with post coming in like this, I don't think I can bank on them making for clean sheet and the likes though. So I'll just like put my Forest defenders out, then still bank on Villa's attackers because they have 0 goals yet. So one day on the shot, they'll surely score. Like they have to at least score at least. Like you have to at least put that in the net. So I hope that when they put shot, you Watkins or Rogers, I get to like have the chance to score and assist or any of the two though.
Well, I hope you continue discovering oil this new game week though, because for me to climb up the league, I need people to continue going down. So I hope it all doesn't gel for you till at least game week 10. So what about your captain choices? Do you have anybody in mind yet? Have you captained somebody already, or are you waiting just like me till the final moment to find your captain?
Nah, from the one stage, I had Salah on the mind, like from the very start of the season. So Salah all through.
Salah does not really have a good record against Burnley
Yeah,
away.
but the Burnley then of Burnley of Moyes and likes that play defensive ball. Burnley now is completely different, like a whole different tactics and team play. So I doubt kind of like that start of then of now, Sha. It's too vast a difference to assume that there is some Sha. But I feel like it can still actually be like bad, but I feel like Salah is like the best captain choice based on like stats and just the gameplay of Liverpool because they're very attacking. So eventually, Sha, either I get an assist goal, it will surely be involved one way or the other in terms of like how
Okay.
good play.
Why
They have
is
Salah as
it
my captain.
Salah and not Haaland?
Oh, I don't have Alan yet though, but I plan to get him by
You
the
don't
end of
have
the
Haaland
season.
in your team.
No, I don't have Alan in my team.
You
The
don't
plan
have
is to
Haaland in
free
your
it in
team.
game week 6. Yeah. Yes, the plan is to free it in game week 6 for Burnley. Then I'll now like I was squeezing him in going forward.
Okay. Okay. All is good. So you are hoping for, what are your expectations this new game, this game week 4? What are your expectations?
I'll just pity to that let like say what Villa finally score a goal or assist like he shall score something for me. Like give me something good like for my patience. And the Salah Brace or hat-trick. I don't mind those two. I think if my captain works fine for me, everything will go well eventually. Because like that's like the key point of FPL captaincy and good team to be honest. So I would
Yes,
say
yes, actually.
Salah's Brace or hat-trick or and Villa to score. At least give me something for my patience or my waiting.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Delete.
Thank you
Thank you.
too.
And what did you say was your FPL team name again?
And Wale the Great.
One Year the Great.
No, Wale the Great.
Wale. Okay, Wale the Great. All right,
Yeah.
all right. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
your, appreciate you.
You too though.
Hello, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Are you still with me?
Can
Is it me though?
No, it's not you. I'm waiting for
Oh.
somebody else to reply. Well, okay. All is good though. All is good. Just like as I was saying before, I brought up the legs to talk about his team, his captaincy choices, and his expectations for the new game week. I'd like to bring up the UCL fantasy once more, so that people who didn't get me well will get me now. For the UCL next week, for the UCL fantasy, um, you can find out more about it in the group, and then you know do well to register, tell your friends about it, and everything. So I think we are nearing the end of today's podcast. We appreciate all of you that tuned in to listen, and we hope we continue tuning in to listen once the podcast comes up. You know, once there is a reminder for us to join the podcast. Um, just like my host said earlier about this week's prizes, Fantastic Four takes the floor. So 4 managers this week will be winning the prizes for manager of the week. So the top 4 managers who performed well this week will be the managers getting the prizes this week. So we should do well, to make sure that our player choices this week are top notch, so that when the week is done by Sunday, I think the last game of the week is on Sunday. So when it's done, with all is said and done, you can be one of the top 4 managers. Well, that is all for today. I really, really appreciate you guys for making out time to join us in Niger Gods FPL season today. Thank you very much, and do have a nice night.